Oh, absolutely. You can't
Absolutely
trust
you
me.
Absolutely doggy style.
I have to say that when I like, hey, can I get one of those big daddies?
Right.
Like, fuck that. No.
What do you say?
I'll take the red one.
Dude, you got a lot of sun.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
That cooks.
Brandon cooked. Making jokes. That's a terrible joke.
Yeah.
My bad.
Let's cut that
My
one.
bad. Well, no. That makes it. Then I like dad jokes. Yeah. I got a dad bod.
That.
It's okay.
Not gonna argue. Hi.
I surprised you.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah. I've only been here forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rob Squared.
Back again?
Back. Took a little couple days off, but we're back. We've had an interesting day.
Right.
Long day. I've been up since 4:45.
Yeah.
It's 12:58. We shout out to your bro. It's his birthday today. Celebrating his birthday.
Yeah.
32nd birthday. Sadly passed away last year. Great guy.
Yeah.
Wearing the bracelets. Had his golf outing today.
Yeah.
Celebrate his life. Positive. Fun. We didn't win, unfortunately. Golf scramble.
Not the tournament, no.
Close.
Yeah.
Close.
I thought we did well.
We did.
It's there's some good moments.
Yeah.
Dick had a couple good shots. I had a couple good putts.
Really nice putts.
You as our anchor, you came in clutch a lot. Where it seemed like every time that me, Mike, and Nick would fuck up our shots, cut it or slice, whatever it is, you would just right on the fucking money.
Yeah.
You were definitely the anchor. It was a lot of fun.
I'm good at my shit, man. What do you want me to say?
Oh, for sure.
Mikey played well. Had some really fucking 330-yard drive, couple bombs.
Yeah.
All right, running back hot takes.
Yes,
Going
sir.
with the hot takes, man.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
This is hot shit.
Oh,
You're hot shit right now, apparently. Look at this guy, nice and tan. He's wearing a swimsuit. Like, I don't know why you're wearing a swimsuit. Are you planning on going swimming?
I was hoping so.
My kiddie pool's at home.
Yeah. No, I'm going.
All right.
You can sleep here.
All right. We do have something to cover that's really great. It's Zach Wilson. Who's kind of our boy.
I knew you wanted to talk about that.
Of course,
Yeah,
man.
of course,
I mean,
yeah.
we're a little behind the times because all the news broke when we recorded our last one.
Yeah.
I already had it done, so we had to wait for this one, but it's going to be relevant for a while.
Sure. Yeah.
So if you haven't heard, Zach Wilson's ex-girlfriend, we don't know how accurate it is. She's salty, obviously. He's a good-looking guy, millionaire, star quarterback of fucking New York Jets.
Yeah.
Pretty much said that he fucked his mom's friend. That's why they broke up.
Yeah, so my understanding of the story, and I haven't looked into it too much, was so his roommate, there was a receiver, they played college ball together. For whatever reason, Zach and his girlfriend broke up, and then she started dating his roommate. And it sounds like maybe like a jealousy ploy type thing, like trying to make Zach jealous. And apparently after they broke up, he started banging his mom's best friend.
Yeah.
And then ex-girlfriend put him on blast out, like just put it all out.
Called
there.
it out.
Yeah.
And to be honest, like the joke was at the draft, his mom's super hot. 49 now, maybe 47 when she drafted, whatever. They thought it was his sister. Because he looks real young, and like he's a good-looking dude. Like she is
good-looking family.
Yeah. Oh,
Good-looking
wow,
family.
wow. So, a couple jokes for you here.
Okay.
It's a knock-knock joke. Knock-knock.
Who's there?
What's Zach Wilson's favorite zoo exhibit?
Ooh. Oh. The Cougars?
Meow.
Wow.
What is Zach Wilson's favorite minor league baseball team?
Kane County.
Cougars.
Close.
No. Nice. Where did he play college football?
BYU.
What's their name? All right, these are bad. My bad. I got some better ones though. This is a good one.
Okay.
What is Zach Wilson's favorite TV show? Now this is a good one, dude. I made this up myself. So proud of this one.
I want to say it has something to do with Cougars, but I think it's
well, there's Cougar Town, but that's too obvious.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
How I Met Your Mother.
Oh. Nice.
Da, da,
Nice, that was good.
Anyways, though, his mom is smoking.
Yeah.
I've done some pretty extensive research on his mom.
Is she single?
No, I would. She's crazy, dude. No.
Mom's crazy?
I'm sure she is.
Why?
Because she's a 48-year-old high maintenance hot chick.
Well, she's just pretty. Like that doesn't mean she's.
I think
like,
she kinda...
Everyone else was saying that she's. Well, she was going to the draft where someone's getting drafted 3rd overall. Of course, she's gonna spruce up.
Yeah. Anyway, though, he does like to go to the zoo. He goes to the cougar exhibit. That's a good one. So whatever they want, mostly.
Yeah.
All right, that's awful. I'm drunk.
Are you?
To be honest, see, fuck yeah.
Did that shock at you?
No, I'm just tired. I've been up almost 24 hours. Whatever. We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
Running back hot takes. We got some good ones, and we've been talking football for about 3 hours. Like we could have done this 3 hours ago. We just got in the film wormhole, dude.
Yeah.
And somehow we ended up watching Barry Sanders' film at the end, which is just crazy.
Well, because I was trying to comp Barry Sanders, his feet work to Jonathan Taylor, but then watching Barry Sanders, like he's so dynamic.
Yeah,
it's JT. I like JT a lot though. Right? That was the point. I was trying to give him praise.
That's good praise because he's like that plus 30 pounds. Right?
Watching Barry Sanders, yeah, he's stupid. You're
stupid.
What was that saying? Like, so Jonathan Taylor's ADP right now is like 1.2.
Yeah.
Fucking Sanders would be 0.8.
Yeah,
like,
he'd less
somehow.
Somehow, find a way to do it.
If you have the first pick by default, you have to take Barry Sanders. Right. If he was modern.
All right. So running back hot takes. Hot.
Hansel's so
good
hot
stuff here.
right
We
now.
have 2 combined ones we're going to go over that we neither of us wanted to pick for our own because we feel pretty strongly about these, and they are hot. They're spicy.
Well, this is something that we've like. I mean, it seems like this year we're more on the same page.
We are.
Last year it was you like someone, I'm completely off of them type deal, or vice versa, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is something I think
because our relationship's growing, Caps.
Well, I think we just appreciate and respect and well, we have discussions about off camera so much. Yeah. So like we were talking about MS, for example, the guy. Miles Sanders.
Oh yeah,
not multiple sclerosis.
Like what the fuck? Like
no, I was trying to save the name.
Okay, yeah.
But when we talk about them off camera, and then we kind of pick each other's brains. And all right, what don't you like about him? Well, there's not much.
Not
right?
much, man. Yeah. So, and here's the thing: is that like we've been mentioning Miles Sanders in almost every pod.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna try to. That's why we're doing it as a combined one. We're not talking about it so much. Yeah. We're gonna try not to have him on every segment, but every time we think it's like, why would we leave him on?
Well, no,
let's put
our name on it.
Our combined take is Miles Sanders would be a top 10 running back. This is in PPR. Any scoring really because he's not really necessarily a PPR back.
Yeah.
And I asked you the question earlier that was really surprising. He's played this will be his 4th year, right?
Yeah.
He's only 24. How many career rushing touchdowns does the guy have?
Hit this one on the head.
He did, exactly, 9. So he had 3 his rookie year, then 6 and 0.
Yeah.
And he's had like maybe 4 receiving touchdowns, whatever, sprinkled in.
Sure.
But that's real low.
Yeah.
Considering Austin Eckler had 20 last year. Spoiler, we're going to get to him. And I have some numbers here for Miles Sanders. Again, I'm not a yards per carry guy. That's one of my least favorite stats, but I still do look at it.
You don't think there's much correlation between success and yards per carry?
More of a running game stat than it is an individual player stat, right?
Yeah, I think for the way we're viewing Miles Sanders, the yards per carry, it's obviously attractive, but we're looking for someone that's going to get 150 to 200 carries maybe.
Yeah.
And to maintain that yards per carry over that.
Tougher.
He had 150 carries last
year.
But
what I was telling you is that it's nice. Like Miles Sanders, if anything, he's been a first and second down back.
Yeah.
Which it's the Pollard Zeke thing, right? Like Pollard averages way more than Zeke yards per carry because he gets the
third and 18 draw play.
That's 12 yards pass.
Let's get a little bit further away from our end zone so we can punt it.
And playing on passing downs when you run the ball.
They'll give up the 9 yards. They'll give up the 9 yards, so it's still 3rd and 9, and all right, punt the ball.
2nd and 2 when you run the ball, guess what? You're gonna have a lot of people in the box. You're gonna have a lot of people in the box.
Yeah.
So anyway, Miles Sanders 5.1 yards per carry in his career, super good. Again, not a yards per carry guy, but I like that. So here's his year by year yards per carry: 4.6, 5.3, 5.5. Now everyone's telling me, and I'm hearing that he had a bad year last year. He had 0 touchdowns, fluky, considering they had 13 rushing touchdowns as a team or something like that. Multiple 2 touchdowns, when he got hurt, and like that's not counting Jalen Hurts, by the way, running back touchdowns.
Yeah,
I see 5.5 yards per carry last year. I see the ability.
I think he had 140, 150 carries. That's
he's never had. It's like 130, 150, 160 carries.
Yeah,
he's never gotten the full role. He's been a little nicked up. he's getting 200 carries this year.
I think so.
And if he does, let's just give him his career average.
Yeah.
That's 1,000 yards rushing.
Yeah.
Let's give him 40 catches. That's 400 yards receiving, 300 yards receiving. That's 1,300 total yards. Give him 6 touchdowns.
I mean,
what does 1,300 yards and 6 touchdowns signify? Maybe top 12 back.
Yeah,
That's a basement in my mind, dude.
That's
RB1. Yeah,
that's better than Nick Chubb was last year, and he was second in the league in rushing.
There you go.
I mean,
so yeah, Miles Sanders. Like everyone loves the Eagles, but no one likes Miles Sanders.
So what's our hot take?
He's top 10 running back.
Yeah, and where's he getting drafted right now?
He is getting drafted about 80th overall.
RB 26.
Yeah, 27, 28.
RB so
yeah.
as an RB 3.
Mm-hmm.
So
we're love it. I mean, and even if he busts, his bust is going to be beating that ADP.
Yeah.
Now that might be frustrating because when you start him, but if you just draft everyone that beats their ADP, you win the league.
I promise.
So this next one is not going to be popular to anyone watching. It's not popular. It is really out there.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler outside the top 12 without an injury.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's be easy for me to say he's going to get hurt. He's outside. That's not a hot take. And we also believe he's injury prone and he's small bones, small body, small everything.
Look at my tiny dog. I'm going to put it in my tiny purse. Tiny phone. Tiny everything.
Yeah.
But and there's 2 factors for me.
Sure.
Splitting work.
Okay.
Which they've been kind of doing without anybody,
mm-hmm.
as in 8 to 10 touches, which every team does. But like the thing is, they've had nobody behind him.
Yeah.
They've tried to get Joshua Kelly in there. They tried to get Roundtree. The list goes on with these guys that have just not been ready and not been good.
Sure.
They have Roundtree, who they like, who's in his 2nd year now.
Mm-hmm.
They still have Kelly. He's probably going to get caught, but either way. And they have Isaiah Spiller, who they drafted. Yeah, 3rd round or 4th round, I think. But he was supposed to be a 2nd round pick, but he had a really bad 40 time. The guy can play, and he is a perfect combo. He's 235 pounds, 230 pounds.
Yeah.
Guy's a bruiser, can actually catch the ball.
Yeah.
And they have aspirations bigger than winning the division. They're a Super Bowl team, right?
They think so.
And sure. Austin Eckler is this piece of their team. He's very important to them.
Yeah.
They lose Eckler, then what do you have? Then you have Stiller and then fucking Roundtree?
Yeah.
So why are you going to give Austin Eckler all these touches? So, workload scale back for 1. For 2, 20 touchdowns last year.
Yeah.
Bro, look at his career touchdowns. It's like 3, 5, 6, 2, 5.
Yeah.
That's what he does. Yeah. And then he has 20. So which one's not like the other? Now, I get it. He was in the best situation ever, and he got the role. Yeah. And all the work.
He has a nose for the touchdown.
He does. No denying that. And then watch the film. We just watched so many running backs on film,
mm-hmm.
and I kept on saying, like, this guy's better than Eckler.
Oh,
you
do.
The point is, he can be fine without being great.
Yeah.
As a player.
Yeah.
But fine is not a number 3 overall pick for 1. And that's not what we're saying. We're saying outside the top 12.
Yeah.
Now, I will still draft Austin Eckler at the turn in PPR.
If he falls.
I will still draft him at number 10 possibly. I can be happy about it. It's a safe pick. And it's a safe pick. But I want Najee Harris over him. I mean,
I agree.
Just because he's a better player. And
I agree.
We watched Stevenson's highlights. Dude, Stevenson's a better player than Austin Eckler right now. Austin Eckler is a power back that's 210 pounds. So he has no wiggle. He has no burst. Good receiver. Yeah. Always in the right place at the right time. Mm-hmm. Trusted by the coaching staff. 100%. But that only gets you so far. I want good players.
Well, it's just difficult
in the first round.
20 touchdowns, man.
Dude, not happening.
I don't know. When was the last time anyone outside of a quarterback
nobody? LaDainian Tomlinson, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, dude. LaDainian Tomlinson's one of the best. He's a Barry Sanders. He's in Barry Sanders' echelon of player.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler is
LT, for sure.
Austin Eckler was a special
LT
team
won
player.
MVP.
Yes, right.
He has a single season touchdown.
Austin Eckler came in the league as a special teams player. I'll leave it at that. He's 27, 28 years old.
He came in the
it's just an easy fade for me, man. And this isn't even the fade column. This is the hot take column. Yeah. He's out of the top 12. Get the fuck out of here, Austin Eckler. You're small bones, you're small body, you're small everything. Get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with my first hot take here. You ready? Yeah. You ready for this?
No.
Saquon Barkley.
Oh.
A guy I haven't really been drafting too much in best ball.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I told you earlier, the injury risk for me in best ball, injury risk is worse because I can't overcome injuries in best ball.
Yeah.
My team gets hurt, I lose.
That's that.
In redraft, you know damn well I overcome injuries. I almost not prefer it, but I'll pick up these guys. I'll find guys that are playing, and I'll scrap out 14 points from that guy. I want to shoot for upside and guys with their ceiling, and if things go right, they win me the league.
Yeah.
If I get 3 of those guys out of 9, I can bust with 3, but hit on 3. Yeah. I'll take that because the hitting on 3 is going to supersede the busting on 3.
Yeah.
And Saquon Barkley, top 3 running back in PPR this year. The talent's still there. We watched his film, and his year was super inefficient. But the talent, he's going to be healthy, man. And after he got his ankle rolled up on, he wasn't the same when he came back. There were some flashes. It was one of those years where he was injured the first 3 weeks and he played. And then he had 3 games of healthy Saquon where he finally was getting comfortable, but bad offense, whatever. Looked like himself, and then came back and played the end of the year hurt.
Yeah.
So, essentially, 2/3 of that film was hurt Saquon.
Yeah.
And even hurt Saquon is still better than Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
Right? Come on. Dude.
I'd
Get the fuck
rather
out
have
of here.
Saquon over Eckler.
I would too.
Yeah.
I mean, we're going to go to this thing again, the Austin Eckler line. That's our new thing.
We're going to eat.
No, and
Watch us
for
eat.
me,
he's
there's a
going to
couple
score 4
things.
touchdowns week 1, Eckler.
I don't like the Giants off. I don't like Daniel Jones mostly.
Yeah.
And I don't like the receivers, even though they have a lot of them. I kind of like Kadarius Toney. I think Kenny Galladay is still better than what he showed.
Yeah,
they don't have a tight end, but the thing is, Brian Dable, man, came from the Bills. Bills pass the ball. They're going to be passing the ball.
Yeah.
I like that for Saquon because we're talking PPR. And
he's already had 90 catches.
here's the problem with what's going on with Saquon Barkley. His rookie year, he had awesome chemistry with Eli because Eli's a check down Susan, especially at that point in his career, and all those catches, right?
Yeah.
Daniel Jones when he panics, he doesn't check down, he runs. He has the ball. He runs. Yeah. And that doesn't help Saquon Barkley, right?
He has the ball.
But what I know about Brian Dable, he's creative.
Sure.
He's been having awful play calling, and they've been just running him like a power back.
Yeah.
Now, Saquon Barkley's a powerful back, but Saquon Barkley's a dancer, and he doesn't have great vision in terms of around the line of scrimmage.
Get creative with it.
Get him in space, dude.
Let him because he's not getting tackled one-on-one.
Even in Penn State, dude, Saquon Barkley was not a good between the tackles runner.
Yeah,
he's got the size.
Get him in open space.
Yes.
Let him beat one guy, and then let someone else come. Because you can get him isolated with one guy, and everyone else is chasing him. And
it doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah.
Safety, he's gonna bowl over.
Yeah.
Linebacker's gonna beat.
Yeah.
So if they can get him in the slot, give him some creative touches. You're just gonna get some power touches. Give him the goal line work, which he's gonna get. But who's the best player on that offense? Saquon Barkley, hands down. They can be a bad offense. This is the perfect thing with Saquon here is this game. It's CMC thing. Game script proof.
Sure.
He's probably better when they're losing because he's gonna get 7 catches.
Yeah.
Give me 60 yards rushing. Give me 70 yards receiving. Give me 7 catches. If he scores a touchdown, fucking 25 points.
Yeah.
So the health concerns are there, but this is make or break for Saquon.
Yep.
He's never getting paid if he gets hurt again.
You're right.
And this guy wants it.
Yeah.
And
just my final thought on that. I like it, and just to kind of touch on what you're talking. I don't know why. I'm still trying to understand it, but there's something about the Giants that maybe it's the NFC, maybe it's that division. For some reason, I feel like the Giants might be the surprise team of the year.
Yeah. Well, it's the NFL, right? Shit happens that, where it's you never saw it coming.
Yeah.
Right? Where did this come from?
Yeah.
Well, next thing you know, they're fucking 6-3.
Yeah.
Exactly. Winning games by 3 points and doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Their defense is opportunistic.
Beating up on shitty teams in the NFC. I mean, I don't know.
See it all the time, man. So
and
they don't even need to be good, because it doesn't matter. They can be good.
Well, my point is, it feels like I'm talking more specifically their offense. Maybe Jones steps up a little bit. Galladay's healthy. Tony's
a real
healthy.
Deal, right? Daniel Jones actually plays like
Sterling
an average
Shepard's
NFL
healthy.
quarterback.
Maybe everyone's healthy.
And they did, and I will say they did. I like what they did in the draft. They did reinforce that offensive line. They brought in guys. They drafted guys. It's not going to be as bad. It could never be as bad as it was, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of factors there, and it's a hot take. But if anyone has the potential to do it, I could have said top overall, but CMC and Jonathan Taylor probably ain't getting beat unless they get hurt.
Yeah.
And same with Derrick Henry. But all right, what do you got for your first one there, bud?
Something
good or
I think so.
Yeah.
My number 1 is Darrell Henderson's going to outscore Cam Akers.
Whoa.
For fantasy, yeah.
Whoa. My life was cool.
Yeah. Something about the Achilles that scares me, and just a lot of this is just watching. To me, I think Henderson's a better back. And I didn't like Akers last year, so this might be some biasy going into it again. But I just don't see Akers being a efficient back. Where Henderson. I remember Henderson scoring a rushing touchdown, a receiving touchdown every single fucking game.
Yeah.
He also
touches.
What's a little so the one hesitation I have is he's dealing with a soft tissue injury right now. But last year, this is what I do like about it is he had a MCL injury. He played 4 games with that and broken ribs, and he played through that too. He's a gamer. Rams offense. I think Henderson was a big part of the reason the Rams had made that second half surge, the late season surge. He's going right now in underdog running back 44, where
Yeah.
Akers is 19.
Right.
So I probably have 0 shares of Akers unless I accidentally auto draft.
Right.
Like,
Well, what's
legit.
nice about
I'm
Henderson
not
is
touching
it's the
Akers.
perfect combination of the handcuff
Yeah.
and the roll.
Yeah.
Where
yeah,
like
yeah.
Madison is like that's what Pollard has, right? He's gonna
Yeah.
get 12 touches,
Mhm.
10 touches,
Yeah.
and if there's an injury, top 5 guy. Henderson has maybe not the 10 to 12. We're
Yeah.
looking at what 7 to 9.
Yeah.
But
To that note, just
you can play him as an RB3, like in a pinch in a bye week, like
I'm
in
at
that offense.
10,
Like,
12 points.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean that'd be
More
totally
redraft.
nice. Yeah, yeah. Oh, definitely, we're talking redraft here.
Yeah,
But either way, it's fine. Like,
no,
basketball.
I just think he's gonna outscore him. I don't know how he's gonna do that, but
I like Henderson. I always have.
Yeah.
He was a Memphis guy, similar to Antonio Gibson. Like those guys, they produce running backs.
Yeah.
I will say, what's funny is I was close, and I have not been on Cam Akers this year, mostly because we've been doing best ball drafts,
Sure.
and he's not sexy in terms of best ball because he's not an upside guy,
Mhm.
right? He's boring. He's a 4 yards in a cloud of dust.
there's a lot of with
Um,
Akers. There's a lot of hype
He's
last
not
year.
flashy. Oh, for sure. But his rookie year, he came out strong. But I was actually going to have him as one of my hot takes. Just because.
Akers?
Yeah, because the hot take is. Here's my reasoning behind this. Is that the motherfucker came back from Achilles.
Mhm.
And he was trash in the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
2.2 yards per carry.
Yeah.
Again, yards per carry sucks. And no one else is doing it better. Sony Michel, like, because Henderson was hurt during the playoffs.
Yeah.
So with Sony Michel, like, no one else is
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
anything.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
They were just kind of running the ball to run the ball to keep the defense
Oh,
honest.
yeah.
Like, they literally had no hope of getting any explosive
Yeah.
plays because they're not a running team anyway.
They signed a veteran guy just to
Yeah.
don't fumble.
Right. That's
Don't
what you want.
fumble.
Yeah. Give us 2nd and 7.
Yeah,
Right.
We're gonna
You
give
can't
you
pass
we're gonna
every
give you
play.
18 carries. You might get your 70
So-
yards and a touchdown, but
So Cam Akers, what's insane is he got a pretty full workload.
Yeah.
Granted, Henderson wasn't there,
Yeah.
and they didn't really like Sonny Michel. They had to have him in there, but it gives me pause on what you're saying, just because clearly they like Akers.
yeah,
Because why the fuck else, when he's inefficient and they weren't, why are they giving him 18 touches off? This is playoff.
no,
right?
no, I know,
But off an
I know what
Achilles,
you're saying. I know what you're
and
saying. It's
Here's the one thing: the other end of the spectrum is that Deontay Foreman. You go down the list of these guys that had Achilles.
Yeah.
It takes 2 to 3 years for them to actually be what they were.
Yeah.
Now he's breaking the mold though, Adrian Peterson style of he came back the same season.
but
Bro,
he wasn't
like-
he wasn't AP.
No.
productive,
But I don't even know. Like he didn't look good, but also there was no blocking. Regardless,
I-
I feel like he's their guy
yeah,
though. So
No, you're right.
That's why I had him on. I was gonna have him on here because he's the Najee Harris play of 240 carries.
Mhm.
Like if they gave it to him in the playoffs, why wouldn't they give it to him now? Why are they
Yeah.
gonna save him?
yeah.
So, but I do like Henderson. I think Henderson's probably. You think he's a better player?
Well, this is a hot take.
Yeah. You think he's a better player, right? I think they're equal.
Sure.
They do different skill sets, right?
I can understand.
No, I like that. I'm not trying to poo on your point.
No. You're,
I'm just saying. I literally was debating having Akers on here as a hot take because I feel Akers is a very volatile, very what's the word I'm looking for? It could go
Boom or
either
bust.
way. Yeah, like it could go real bad and he just
Yeah.
loses his job.
Yeah.
But it goes at 50-50 time
I'm
share.
making the bet that it's gonna go
Yeah.
bad.
But there is a world where he's an RB1.
Sure.
That's what my hot
Sure.
take is gonna be like
Yeah,
top 8
yeah.
because he gets 21 touches a game
Mhm.
on that offense. You guarantee he's gonna fall in the end zone 14 times, right?
Yeah.
Damian Harris had 18 touchdowns last year.
Yeah, just
So-
to wrap up, what I don't like is that I remember McVay saying last year, once Akers comes back, he's like regardless of Henderson kind of killed it for a little bit.
So he
there.
definitely did.
Yeah. So, but regardless of that, McVay was saying once Akers back, he's our RB1.
Yeah.
Like so by default, just because he made that commitment, like that's
Right.
like I don't think that only lasts so long.
The one problem
It only
though,
lasts so
why
long
they
when you're
did that,
averaging
though-
3.2 yards a carry.
Right.
That's going to last 3 or 4 weeks.
100%. The one thing about Henderson though is they know he can't stay healthy if they give him the full workload. So that's why they brought in Sony Michel when the injury happened. Like,
Yeah, I'm not saying that Akers is going to be without injury. He's going to be
right. Well, if it's a
irrelevant.
50-50 timeshare, like you're saying, like if
Yeah.
it's a Denver Broncos situation, who has the more valuable role? Yeah, Akers might get the goal line work.
Yeah.
He's also going to get the between the 20s work.
Yeah.
Who's getting the third down work?
Yeah, no, it's
And
yeah.
third down work is what's up in football, bro.
Yep.
Etienne, Travis Etienne.
Yeah, we just watched this live.
Yeah. Yeah, again, there's no pro highlights besides the 4 carries he got in the preseason. Actually, I had him on my reach last year. We had to cut it, right? Because we did it and we didn't release it, and then he got hurt. Travis Etienne, top 6 running back in PPR. He's going between 35 and 40 in ADP.
Mm-hmm.
So that's about a early third, mid third pick.
Okay.
He might shoot up a little bit depending on what happens not shoot up heroin. It's not weird. Like, if he shoots up, I don't want him. But he might shoot up draft boards and raise a bit if, there's some good buzz. If James Robinson is worse than what we think.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, James Robinson's not coming back to like week 8 or week 10, dude. At best,
think
like
so.
Achilles.
I think so.
We'll see. I mean, Cam Akers did it, but he got injured like week 9, dude.
Yeah.
So you're saying like he's gonna beat the 12-month timeline of Achilles? I don't know, bro. Like,
no, you're right.
And here's the thing: is I don't care if he comes back week 6. What if ETN gets off to the swift start and he's not losing his job? Like, when I say his job, like he's not losing the 70% snap share that they're gonna have to give him.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if they're winning or not. ETN's their guy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, granted, this regime didn't draft him, but Trevor Lawrence is Trevor Lawrence's guy. Like, he's good. He is good.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the Swift model, man, of like, give me fucking 9, 12 carries, give me fucking 5 catches.
Yeah.
It's just 14-50. It's Alvin Kamara, man. Give me 15 touches as an electric player. Give me the goal, the important work, right? When they're on fucking 3rd and 6 on the 12-yard line, who's playing?
Yeah.
ETN.
Yeah.
Right?
It's what I do like about this is I believe that the Jags offense is going to be, at least they averaged, I think, like 13.5 points per game last year.
Yeah, it was awful, dude.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be significantly
much
better. I think they're going to be at least a top half offense. Maybe.
Yeah.
I see top 5 potential.
Right.
If Lawrence really pops, Kirk pops.
But
that's
here's the thing, though, is that if they're bad, that's good for ETN.
You're right.
Because remember Swift's all those long touchdowns he had?
Yeah.
Granted, it's Dan Campbell playing his starters in the 4th quarter down by 30. But
he always came.
I don't know, man. Doug Peterson's kind of fucking crazy, bro. Like, he needs to prove himself right now because he had a rough ending in Philly.
Yeah.
And he's going to play to win.
Yeah.
So, again, you play to win the game.
Hello? You play to win the game.
Yeah.
I think Travis Etienne has all the upside in the world. He's the kind of guy, like I was explaining to you earlier. If you do want to go up wide receiver in a 3-receiver flex league where you have 2 running backs, 3 receivers in a flex and PPR, you want to go wide receiver, which is ballsy. This is the kind of guy that gives you the upside to have an RB1. Sure. I'm saying top 6, which is really hot, but an RB1 without paying the price.
Yeah, he's getting drafted. He's 16 right now.
Right.
And
pretty high.
So.
that is pretty high, but like.
But it's the 3rd or 4th round.
Who's going around, man?
If you can get a top 5 guy in the 3rd or 4th round,
right?
Depends
on how aggressive. Like
you're making the playoffs.
Like David Montgomery's way safer.
Yeah,
he's gonna get the workload.
Speaking of Montgomery,
you got it.
Yeah.
All right.
My hot take number 2 is Monty's gonna get 80 catches this year.
Wow.
Yeah. I think his career high is 55 or 60 ish.
Wow.
But I think.
Whoa.
Well, just
I like it.
So the way I look at it, I like Mooney.
Who else are they gonna throw the ball to?
Mooney's dope. Komet, but I just feel like the 2 most dynamic playmakers on the team are Fields and Monty. So I think Monty's in for Montgomery's in for a big. Go ahead.
Sorry, you said dynamic. I see Monty as more reliable, but
sure.
Either way, like that works too.
Well,
right?
in terms of consistency, like he's gonna get 15 carries and
5 catches.
8 targets.
Yeah.
Like so, he's gonna get. I mean, he's gonna.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're.
At least I raised my hand, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm polite.
Yeah, so it's just 80 catches. I had it 75, but I decided to go a little higher. So he would have to beat his previous high by 30%.
So where would that put him? Let's say your hot take wasn't the catch thing.
Yeah.
Where would that put him as running back? Because obviously 80 catches, dude. Like.
So he's getting. I would say he's in for the 1,500 total yard season.
Yeah.
15,
8 touchdowns, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't think
maybe more. I mean, but I think he's going to be.
8 is a lot.
I think he's. I know. I think he's going to be consistent. I just don't know. They're going to have to find playmakers somewhere.
Right.
And Mooney's the only receiver because I don't know how many people are worried about Pringle. I don't know how many defensive coordinators are game planning.
The cops are game planning for him. Zing.
But you know what I'm saying? Like outside, like Mooney. All right, we'll take away Mooney, but no defensive coordinators are worried about Komet.
Yeah,
I mean, he's reliable. I mean, he's a valuable tight end, but they're worried about Fields and they're worried about Montgomery.
Yeah.
Right. So I think
have
Montgomery
a
is.
crazy stat for you that I heard.
Go ahead.
Now, again, I didn't read this. I heard it on this podcast. I don't remember if it was Fantasy Pros or CBS. It blew my mind. So remember back in the day, it was all about pass catching running backs. The last 5 years, there was a 3-year stretch where everyone was catching passes, right?
Yeah.
Even Zeke was catching 67 passes a year. So they went, whoever it was, went through the last 5 years, and before 50 catches seemed low. It was CMC was everyone was you need a 70, you're saying.
Yeah.
And so he went by year, and now I think it's more of the work share part that's changing, where there's not as many workhorses, and they're splitting. J.D. McKissick, Naeem Hines, these guys are here. It was 24 guys, and 4 years ago or 5 years ago, it was 22, 24 guys had 50 catches.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't that high. It was 8. It was a lot, dude.
I understand
Higher teams.
I understand what you're saying.
Over 50 catches.
Yeah.
And then it went to, say, 2019 went to 16. 2020 went to 11. The last 2 years, dude, it was only 5 guys that over 50 catches last year at running back. So the 2020 was 7.
That's good stuff.
And last year was 5 guys. Josh Jacobs actually had 50 catches.
Right.
Do you know that?
It doesn't surprise me. I didn't. No, I did not know that.
Josh Jacobs was 5th in the league in receptions as a running back.
Especially with Drake there, you think of
Drake got hurt,
but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You'd think that even in the beginning, because Jacobs, I think he scored 2 touchdowns week 1, and then it was kind of.
So it's kind of that stat. Now maybe we're gonna go back to the other trend, right? Because that's kind of the Austin Eckler thing. What's not like the others, but the trend is going down. Let's just say it's 9 guys. That's not very many 50 catches. Yeah. It kind of makes it be let's just give me the work. Give me the fucking Derrick Henry. Yeah. Give me the guy that gives me the fucking rushing touchdowns and even 40 catches. Yeah. So you're saying Montgomery 80 catches? Yeah. Well, big time, dude.
So how many?
That means top 5 running back, dude.
Let me ask you, how many times have you seen Herbert, Khalil, get drafted?
Not often.
Between
I love it.
Between the two of us, we've done 100 drafts.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's drafted in best ball for sure. Yeah, he's 130, 140. So he's
I think he's further back, dude.
I've seen him because it's he does have the role, and here's the problem with Herbert that everyone how he killed it for that 3-week sample size. Yeah, I saw a stat of so once Monty came back. Now, granted, it's a different coaching regime, and they were all about Monty before. When Monty came back, Khalil's carries was so he had 19, 23, 21, and 24.
You're right. I'm sorry to cut you off. Herbert is getting drafted 50 51.
So he was having he killed it. Herbert killed it in those weeks. Yeah. And then you'd think he earned a bigger work share. And then Montgomery came back from an injury, mind you, and Herbert went back for 4, 2, 3, and 2 carries. Yeah. Right? So that shows, granted, different coaching staff, but I'm not worried about Herbert. Yeah. But I like him as a handcuff.
Sure.
Because he actually
Montgomery misses 2 or 3. So this would require him to stay healthy. That's why.
Right.
That's part. That's baked into the hotness.
I'm a points per game guy over total season guy. Yeah, Give me the guys with points per game. I'll fill in the other weeks, bro.
Especially in redraft.
So 100%. That's
it's best ball too. I mean, both. If he can flirt with the 80 catches, I think you're doing
crazy.
Especially
that's top 5 running back, man.
He's getting drafted as a 20th right now.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think Barkley's.
He's on the tail end of RB2.
Oh, I love it. So the thing is, I was talking about ETN. I will take Montgomery over ETN.
Yeah. Me too.
Just because
Montgomery's going 2 rounds
safe,
later,
right? I see more upside in ETN just based on. I can't even say that. Fuck.
Yeah. No. That one's tough. That one's tough. I get.
Whatever Montgomery's. That's not accurate, dude. Because any savvy drafter is drafting Montgomery in the early 3rd round. He's a workhorse. There's workhorse.
Right now, I'm seeing him 4th, 5th round.
Yeah, I know. Well,
closer to Miles Sanders than he is the ETN.
Any industry draft, and the guys I listen to, they're all taking Montgomery real early.
Oh, really?
I've been taking Montgomery about 37th overall.
So I didn't realize that the consensus amongst people were
way higher.
Okay. Makes me feel a little better.
Yeah, I like it. All right, number 3, Ramondre Stevenson. It's a hard name to say. I'm drunk. Yeah. Ramondre Stevenson. Is that better?
Understood.
Can we all say it together? Ramondre Stevenson. Do the ball bouncing. The ball bouncing on the syllables. I'll try to do that. I don't know. I'm not that good at editing. 12 touchdowns. Wow. I have that as a top 18 running back. Yeah. Compare with that.
This one
he is going RB 35, 110 ADP. Yeah. So that's 9th, 10th round.
I love that.
What's crazy is Damian Harris is actually going 82nd overall. Yeah. So it's not that much of a gap. I know. But it's the allure of you can get them both, right? Yeah. And it's going to be kind of a headache, but you start Harris early, see what happens.
I'm not the. Sorry to interrupt you, but I'm not.
Counter.
No, I did.
That's a half one.
I'm just kind of slipping in.
Yeah. Ooh, slipping at me?
Easy.
Weird, dude.
I'm not, especially with basketball, because that's most of the drafts I've been doing right now. I'm not DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
I'm not Cook and Madison. Like you're not. That's the safe pick.
Yeah.
But I believe with Harris and Stevenson, because you're getting them so late,
They can both have a role too.
Legit, you could like, especially in best ball, it makes so much sense to me because again, I'm going to emphasize again, getting a third running back. If you can have the New England's backfield, and worry about one of those, whoever's going to pop as your flex running back. Like I think it's a valuable option, and you can stack up receivers, get a couple good running backs, and that allows you almost to take like a Pitts or
Josh Allen,
quarterback.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now you can sacrifice a little bit.
Can I talk about my guy here for a second?
Yeah. I didn't. It wasn't that.
No, it was good analysis. Yeah. I love this guy. He's my favorite. Caps, you're my boy. You're my boy, Caps.
You're my boy, Blue!
So Stevenson, the thing for me is that Damian Harris, injury concerns. He's always having these hammy injuries and playing through them. The fumbling issue, like was that your dong? You do that sometimes when you're talking about like, right. The fumbling issues, and also Stevenson had the fumble like week 1. That's why he didn't play till week 5.
Yeah.
The
highlight started week 6 when we're watching. That's crazy.
But James White, I'm sorry, like it's one of those injuries where he's not coming back. They're going to drop him. They owe that guy so much that like they're giving him every chance.
He's
to come back.
Haslam.
Yeah.
He's a veteran.
Right.
He's been to how many?
They're not going to disrespect the man.
He was did he win a Super Bowl MVP?
Yeah. He had the touchdown.
Yeah.
Dude, James White, dude.
That's what I'm saying. So he's more valuable. Like give him $2 million to be in the locker room.
Yeah. I'm saying he's not going to have a role. They drafted this Pierre Strong guy.
Okay.
Who's a receiving back.
Sure.
But dude, he's a rookie. Bill Belichick. Come on.
Yeah.
Who's getting the receiving down work?
It's gonna be Steve. It has to be.
And Stevenson is not your typical receiving down back. The guy's 230 fucking pounds.
He's more
fast.
He's like a Henderson mold.
Yeah, but like add fucking 20 pounds.
You know what I'm saying? Like Henderson's bigger than Akers, and where Akers is more comp to Harris.
I feel like he is going to have a role regardless. He's the perfect example of a handcuff that's not really a handcuff, right? It's Melvin Gordon to Javonte Williams last year. 50-50. I'm not saying 50-50 split, but depending on game scripts. And there's a chance he takes the role, even though we did watch both the films, and Damian Harris is a baller. 18 touchdowns. I love him. Damian Harris is not coming back next year. We've seen it a million times with the Patriots. Go through the list. Stephen Ridley, dude. Like, I'm trying to think of the other names. Like, dude, they always just, like, the last year of their deal, boom, they're out, right? And they kind of siphon them off, right? And Stevenson's the next guy, right?
Yep.
Now, they're going to go with what gives them the best chance to win.
Yeah, sure.
But we've seen Belichick put everyone in the doghouse.
No,
so,
you're 100%. Because if Harris struggles or fumbles early on, like you said, if he's not going to be back next year, sorry, but now you're the yeah.
All right, what you got?
So number 3 for me, Rojo, 1,000-yard season. Rushing yards.
I like that. Well, because he doesn't catch the ball, so you can't, Yeah. He might have 1,050 total.
He had 30 catches one year.
He actually did. He can, yeah.
Yeah,
he can catch a screen pass. He's just not ever doing any routes.
So this is more for me. It's a anti CEH, pro Rojo. I like Rojo.
CEH is trash. He's the worst.
Plus, I think the Chiefs are going to have to I like Juju.
CEH, remember,
like,
they have a nice little running back. He's a little engine that could.
Yeah.
But he can't. Little engine that can't.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just the way the offense, they're trying to duplicate. It feels like they brought in like 2 or 3 guys to try and replace Tyreek. I just think the offense is going to be figured a little bit differently. I think they're going to have to rely on the running backs more, and I don't think CEH is a guy that can pound out 18 carries. But Rojo, his big body, it's really that simple. I'm a Rojo guy. I love the signing. I think he's going to be more valuable than MVS.
Yeah, and 2 things. What does CEH actually do, bro? You know what I think he is? CEH is like Jason fucking Hayward. Now, Jason Hayward, we signed a big deal, right?
The Cubs out there.
Yeah, dude. And you know what Jason Hayward
He's a Braves. He got drafted to the Braves, right?
Yeah. First home run, Carlos Brown.
Oh, I remember that.
Right? 440, yeah. He was a big prospect.
Yeah.
Most baseball we've talked in this pod.
That's all we're doing.
Yeah, right? No, but he's a Jason Hayward in terms of Jason Hayward's most valuable contribution to the Cubs after that 180, whatever it was, $160 million contract was the speech he gave at the rain delay of Game 7.
Yeah.
Like, that's what CEH
Well, he's
is,
a good
bro.
defensive outfielder, right?
Yeah, but you don't pay money. And, like, CEH is a solid little fundamental running back.
I understand what you're saying.
Like, but, bro, again, the point I always make, and I'm going to keep on beating down this drum forever, they took him over Jonathan Taylor and DeAndre Swift. Why are you doing that? That's super dumb. You guys are fucking idiots.
I love that song, dude.
Yeah. Well, just don't ever take running backs early for one. And if you are, maybe take the dynamic playmaker, DeAndre Swift, or the guy that ran a 4.35 and runs like Barry Sanders apparently and is silky smooth. Saying, dude,
Skates.
Jonathan Taylor is 225 pounds. CEH, literally, I told you, every time I see him in the field, my first reaction is like, who's that little pipsqueak?
Yeah.
Like, he runs hard. I do like how he runs. Bro, he's miniature.
But he's definitely... He's
Brian Westbrook.
He's a third down back.
That's what fucking Andy Reid was like. He's like, I had a good
Westbrook was a...
Oh, yeah. But like, he was a tryhard.
He's a Sproles.
Like, Austin Eckler.
He's a...
Yeah. That's good and all, but like...
But not...
They're never game breakers. Like, they're steady. I like that. But give me the guy that fucking... You have to worry about and game plan forward. No one's game plan for CEH. You know who they might game plan for is Ronald fucking Jones. I've seen that motherfucker have a 98-yard touchdown. He's a power back.
Yep.
CEH could never have a 60-yard run, period. He's not fast enough.
No, I love Rojo this year.
I love him
right
too,
now, RB in Underdog, RB39. RB39. You can get him in the 11th, 12th, or 10th to 12th round, probably.
Yeah. I love it. He's going to have a role. And also, he's one of those guys where it's like more situational. Like, maybe against the Chargers, you don't want to play him. But you get those 6 games against the Cupcakes.
If you start banging him up the middle for 15, like, same thing we were talking about with Sony Michel. Like, we're going to get you your 15 carries, and you're going to get your 70, 80 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, he does that, but then he has a couple 125 rushing yard games. Now you're 1,000. Easy.
There you go. All right, we got 2 late deep dive guys here for you.
This last one's my hottest, but
this is one of my. Well, I don't even know what mine is.
Well, they have to be hot because we're talking guys that are like
undrafted.
Pretty much, right?
Well, definitely, yeah. In basketball, that might be as 18 rounds. Mostly.
Yeah. No one's drafting my last guy.
So mine is Trey Sermon, and I got you all about this guy because everyone's forgotten. I haven't heard a single person mention this guy's name in any podcast I listen to.
No,
I listen to 4 podcasts religiously, plus 3 other ones part-time. I read a lot of shit. Trey Sermon is a forgotten man. My hot take is Trey Sermon takes over the lead role.
Yeah, I love...
For the 49ers.
Yeah.
They traded up for him last year. They drafted him in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
They drafted Eli Mitchell in the 5th round.
Yeah.
They traded up again to get Trey Sermon.
Yeah.
What do we know about our man Shanahan? He does not want to be wrong.
Yeah.
One thing to draft a guy in the 3rd round, another thing to trade up for him.
Yeah.
They did not give him a chance last year. They had some quotes about it, just whatever. They didn't like his running style. And again, we made the comment. We watched his college tape. Impressive. You called him a poor man's Bo Jackson.
Dude,
right?
I'm one of the more thankful things let me rephrase it. I'm very, very thankful that you had me watch this film because he was a revelation. This kid is
tough,
a grown man.
Dude,
like,
tough.
I cannot, we're trying to figure out why he wasn't starting for the Niners. And is Lynch? Is it Lynch?
Yeah, Lynch is the one that drafted him.
Yeah, he's like, he needs to learn how to run the pros,
right.
But I don't. You also mentioned something about the past. Either way, it's just, I dare you guys to watch this fucking
watch this film, dude.
Just watch this film.
At Oklahoma, he killed it. Killed it, bro.
Tell me a running back that got drafted this year that's better than him. I'm telling you.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
There ain't no.
And the reason that he didn't play is why they're dumb is that he doesn't fit their running scheme.
You're right.
At least their scheme with Jimmy Garoppolo, right? Which is the one-cut scheme.
Yeah.
That, we've seen it a million times. Tevin Coleman, Raheem Mostert,
Eli,
these guys that fit their scheme. And Eli Mitchell
Eli's
fits their
fast
scheme.
as fuck.
Yeah, fast, one-cut guy, boom, a little bit of power. This dude has it all, and he's a way better receiver. And here's the thing, is everyone's talking about Tyrion Davis-Price, the guy they drafted in the 3rd round out of LSU. He's a worse version of Trey Sermon.
We also watched his film.
Yes.
We watched all 3.
Yeah, and what's crazy is even in these best ball leagues, which is crazy because you can't drop guys or pick guys up.
Yeah.
People are drafting Davis-Price. And with what we saw from Trey Sermon when they traded up in the 3rd round to get him, they didn't play him last year. Why are they going to play Davis-Price?
Do you know where he's getting drafted?
Like 130, dude.
Running back 130?
No, like 130th overall. Like way ahead of Trey Sermon. I've been getting Trey Sermon in the 18th round. I have to scroll down to get him. So
I love it.
Dude, Trey Sermon actually is the best receiving back on the team. We saw some of his one-handed catches. Like he's actually running routes out there in college. Mitchell can't catch, not a receiving back. The other guy, Davis Price, not a receiving back.
Jeff Wilson's getting.
Jeff Wilson is not a receiving back, right? They have no receiving back. Apparently, Deebo Samuel would be the one, but he doesn't want to play running back anymore. So my hot take: Trey Sermon takes over the lead role. I don't know what that means, but I will tell you that Eli Mitchell was killing it last year when he had it. Even if it's a 50-50 timeshare in that team, a guy that's undrafted, he's RB fucking 22.
I love it.
So watch the film though, everyone, please.
Oh, you have to.
I'm gonna be mentioning this guy's name for a while. He's not even a post type sleeper. He's a garbage dump, cum dump piece of shit in everyone's mind. I like him.
I love it. Yeah, I'm so happy that you had me watch the film because Eli looked good.
He did.
The kid Price Jones or whatever the fuck. He's like, not only I don't like rookies, but he's easily the third. Like, we didn't watch Jeff Wilson. He might be fourth on the depth chart to me.
Yeah.
Like, regardless.
Yeah. What do you got?
Spiciest one.
What is it?
55th running back overall on underdog.
Yeah.
Jamal Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying he's going to have 5 RB1 finishes this year.
Really?
Yeah.
You're talking about Jamal Williams and the Lions?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
What is that? Why?
Well, just his talents. I mean, just him and Swift are very similar in terms of their skill set. Obviously, Swift is better. He's a better runner, but Jamal Williams is a pro.
Yeah.
Probably better. I mean,
you're down on Swift this year, then, or you just think the Lions are good?
Highest. They spent the most money on offense, so they have the highest.
Is this a Swift gets injured a couple games? Because that has to happen for this to happen.
No.
Okay, all right, we'll keep talking.
Oh, well, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe. I mean, what? I mean, because Swift has a injury history.
This is a deep one. I want to hear it. I gotta hear it. I didn't know.
Well, just because I remember having both Swift and Jamal last year, and there was multiple weeks where they both scored 20 points.
Yeah.
I don't see why Jamal got hurt, Swift got hurt. Offensive line they're just going to improve. I think the Lions. I don't think it's a secret. A lot of people are high on the Lions this year. As I was trying to verbalize earlier, they spent the most. So they had the highest.
Spent the most. Is that what you're talking about?
Their offense cost the most money.
Yeah.
Their contract.
Why?
So, yeah. It's So I just Jamal Williams has the skill set to be
high-end handcuff too.
100. This is the type of guy where, like I was saying in best ball, I should have used him as an example because, like, I think he's a great handcuff, but he's also a flex-worthy player.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
I think. By that, I think he's going to have 5 weeks of 18 to 25 points.
Wow. Oh,
couple multiple touchdowns, 5-6 catches.
That's spicy as shit.
Yeah.
Real quick, Trey Sermon, running back 70 right now. Running back 70.
I like that. I like yours better than mine.
All right. Well, we'll be back in a little bit with wide receivers, and we're gonna keep on drinking. So
get ready for some. I'll save it.
That's great.
And it's been a complete joy.